what's up? This is Ace and welcome to another one of my MUGEN character creation tutorials. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to do a key blast combo, and I will also be showing you how to do some crouching attacks. And for that crouching attack that I'm going to be showing you how to do, I will be showing you how to do a Kamehameha wave from Dragon Ball Z. And for that, I'm going to use helpers similar to the key blast in my previous video. So without any further ado, let's start with the key blast combo. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the animation file like I am right now. I'm going to go all the way to the end of my animation file where I made the animation 300. Right here where it says key blast throw, I'm going to rename this key blast throw 1, and I'm going to press the plus sign so that I can make a new animation, and I'm going to name this animation Key Blast 2. Alright, and now I'm going to make the beginning action number 310. Like that, and now I am going to import some sprites into this animation. Alright, now if you play it, looks like that, and it's different from my key blast throw previously. Alright, I should have named this key blast throw, so I'm going to just change that right now. So key blast throw 2. Now what we need to do is go into the CNS file. And let's go to the states and let's locate state.def 300. Found it right there. And what we can do is we could just copy and paste this right below. So I'm going to copy state.def 300 and then go underneath it and paste. Now I'm going to change the state values to 310. And I'm going to change the animation to 10 so that this will be the state def for this key blast throw. Now let's go to the command file and let's find the key blast command. Alright, so the key blast command is right here. I'm going to just copy and paste it right below. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to change the value to 310, and I'm going to change it from key blast to key blast 2. I'm going to keep both of these trigger alls the same, but I'm going to change these triggers right here. I'm going to get rid of the last trigger, and I'm going to change this one from state type to state no equals 300. And I'm going to put 2 and signs like that, and I'm going to type time is greater than or equal to 6. Alright, so now if we were to go into this animation, we would see that the time for the first frame before my character actually throws his initial projectile, the time is 5. So what I want time to be in the command right here after state number 300, I want that to be a time after my character actually throws his projectile, and that's why I'm making it time is greater than or equal to 6. I'm making it the same command, so all you have to do is tap B twice. So now let's see what it looks like. Alright, so that's what it looks like. It looks pretty dope in my opinion, it looks pretty cool. This is how you do key blast combo, and now after that I'm going to show you how to do a crouching attack that is also Kamehameha wave. You could, if you want to do a different type of crouching attack, you could use this for like a punch or something like that, but just replace the helper with hit def or something like that. So let's go to the beginning action number 400 in the animation file, and I already placed a group of animations that will serve as the Kamehameha wave animation for Gohan, and it looks like this. It looks pretty cool, and since this is already coded, the crouching light punch in the elect byte template, we could go to the CNS file and select state def 400. So as you can see, this is state def 400, this is animation 400, and it also has its own command. It's the crouching light punch, but really I could just name that now Kamehameha wave, or just Kamehameha. So anyways, let's open it up in MUGEN and see how the animation looks without the Kamehameha wave.
Round 1, fight!
It looks pretty cool. It's just missing the wave and a few other things as well, like some effects. The first thing we should add is the actual Kamehameha wave. So let's go into state def 400 and let's add a helper to the right. Let's find helper and let's add that right there in between. I'm going to make trigger 1 equal animation element 3, because that's when Gohan actually does the Kamehameha wave. So anim ELEM equals 3. I'm going to name it Kamehameha wave. Like that, and for the ID and the state number, I'm going to use the animation number of the Kamehameha wave that I made, and I already put it into my animation file. If you didn't do it yet, then use your Kamehameha wave sprites or your blast sprites and turn that into an animation like I did right here. This is the Kamehameha wave that I'll be using. This is the same wave that I made for Goku Black, but I'll change the color in the helper's state def. So the beginning action number is 401, so let's go into the CNS file and go into helper and make the ID equal 401. And let's make the state number equal 401. Alright, also I want to get rid of all of this gray text right here. And I'm going to make the helper have its own palette by making onPal equal 1, and now I'm gonna change the position of the Kamehameha wave by clicking the offset view. I'm gonna make the character beginning action number on the left 400 like that, and I'm gonna make the image beginning action number 401 like that. Awesome. Now I'm going to go to that frame where Gohan does the Kamehameha wave, and I'm going to position it like this. Cool. 16 and 33. So I'm going to put 16 for the X value and 33 for the Y value. Is that 33? Let me see. Yep, it is 33. Alright, awesome. Now that I did that, I'm going to make a helper state def for this Kamehameha wave. So just like before, we could just make a little partition below and name this Kamehameha wave like that. Pretty cool. And now let's add some brackets. Inside of those brackets, let's put 401 or state def 401 like that. Awesome. Now let's make the type equal A, just like the key blast, and let's make the move type equal A2. Move type equal A, just like that. And for the physics, we are gonna make the physics equal to N, so it's neutral. like that. And also I'm going to put control CTRL equals 0, and I'm going to put anim equals 401, and lastly I'm going to put sprite priority, SPR priority equals 7. I'm going to click enter a couple times, and I'm going to go to the right, and I'm going to select destroy self. I'm going to get rid of the last 2 lines of code, and I'm going to make trigger 1 equal anim time equals 0, and I'm going to get rid of the semicolon so that when this animation is over, the Kamehameha wave will disappear. Now let's open him up and see how it looks. What happened here? The destroy self? I accidentally put anime time instead of anim time. Alright.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, doesn't look too bad, but I'm gonna position it up a little bit further, or higher up. So I'm gonna make this, instead of 33, I'm gonna make this 27, and I'm gonna check it out to see how it looks.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright. I'm gonna just make this 25, and I'm pretty sure that's right, and I do not like the color of the Kamehameha wave, so I'm gonna go into state def 401, make some space, and go to the left to the palette effects, and I'm gonna click on that. It looks like a little painter's palette, and I'm gonna go to where it says templates, and I am gonna select fire for now, and I am gonna change the add in the red box to 0, and I'm gonna change the blue, the 0 in this blue box to 250, just to see how it looks, and it looks blue. And now let's send it to editor, and I'm gonna get rid of the gray text below, and for trigger 1 equals, I'm gonna make it equal time equals 0. So trigger 1 equals time equals 0, and for the time, I want this to occur during the entire duration of this animation, and this animation is 12 ticks long, so I'm gonna type in 12. Now let's see how this Kamehameha wave looks.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, I'm also going to change how the animation looks right here. I'm going to get rid of the last frame, the last 2 frames. And now let's see how it looks.
Round 1.
Alright, that looks a lot better. You know, it actually looks like a Kamehameha wave right now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some effects to Gohan so that you know, there are some aftershocks, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy and paste the effects that I put for the key blast. So I'm gonna go into state def 301, and I'm gonna go to where I find the, I'm gonna go to state def 300 actually, and I am gonna go to where it says effects, and I'm gonna just copy these effects and paste it into state def 400. So copy that and paste it right there, right here. Awesome. So obviously the effects aren't gonna look good if I just put them out like this right now, because I mean, the animation element is different for this, so I'm gonna change it from 2 to 3. And I want to make it a little bit bigger too, so I want to make it, instead of 0.5, 0.6 for the X and the Y value of the scale. And for the helper, I'm going to do the same. Like that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. 0.7 and 0.7. Now let's see how this Kamehameha wave looks.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, looks cool. I just need to position it a little bit better. So I'm going to make it -10 instead of -20 for the shockwave. And I'm going to make it -12 instead of -22. And also I'm going to change the helper right here. The helper 303. Right here I put a value for the scale under the angle draw, and I'm going to get rid of that. And now let's see what it looks like.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, looks cool. The only problem is that I moved down the first effect a little bit too much. So I'm going to go back to state def 400. I'm going to go to the first explode right here, and I'm going to make it 16. Like that. Now let's see how it looks.
Round 1. Fight.
Not bad, I actually like the way it looks. It looks pretty dope. And now let's start adding some hit defs to this Kamehameha wave helper, which is 400. Let me update the list. 401 is this helper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste the state def from my state def 200, or the hit def from my state def 200. I'm going to copy it and paste it into state def 401. And I'm going to change some of these values. I'm going to change the damage to 10. And I'm going to change the trigger 1 equals time equals 0 to trigger 1 equals time greater than or equals 0. And I'm going to change the animation type right here from light to medium. I'm also going to change the attributes from standing normal attack to air super attack. So A, SA, and I am going to change the, let's see, ground velocity to 0, the air guard velocity to 0, and the air velocity to 0, or at least the X values for those to 0. Like that. And also another thing I want to do is add some effects for when the character actually gets hit. And for that, I'm going to copy and paste the effects for the key blast that we made in the previous video. So I'm going to go to the key blast helper. I'm going to go down to these effects, and I'm going to copy it right here, and I'm going to paste it into the Kamehameha wave helper after the hit def, just like this. Awesome. Alright, so I like the triggers for this, but for the hit spark, I'm going to change the trigger to time equals 1000 to delete, because we don't need that. Now everything here should be good, but I want to change the size of the hit spark from 0.35 to 0.4. Like that. And another thing I want to add is I want to make it so that when the opponent is hit with the Kamehameha wave, his palette changes to the same palette of the Kamehameha wave. So what I'm going to do in order to accomplish this is I'm going to go to the palette effects that we put down earlier, and I'm going to copy everything from time to color, and I'm going to paste it at the end of the hit def. Just like that. And before each of these values, I'm going to put pal fx period. Just like that. And I'm going to put that at the end of all of these. Now it should look like that. And what I also want to do is make it so that when the opponent is hit, the environment shakes as well. So I'm going to add some space underneath the palette effects color. And I'm going to go to the right and I'm going to click on ENV shake, which I'm pretty sure stands for environment shake. I'm going to get rid of trigger 1, type, and the brackets, and I'm going to get rid of the last 2 lines of code, and I'm going to get rid of these semicolons. And before the time, frequency, and the AMPL, I'm not sure what that stands for in the phase, I'm going to type ENV shake period. So now it looks like that, and I'm going to change the time from 10 to 12. No, I'm going to change it from 10 to 15, and I'm going to change the palette effects time right here from 12 to 15. Like that. I'm going to save it, and also I want there to be an initial environment shake as soon as the Kamehameha wave is actually started. So in order to do this, I'm going to add another environment shake at the end of this right here. I'm going to press enter, go to the right, double click on environment shake. I'm going to get rid of the last 2 lines of code and get rid of these semicolons. I'm going to make time equal 5. No, I'm going to make time equal 10. And I'm going to make the trigger 1 equal time equal 0. Like that, and I'm going to change the frequency from 60 to 30, and I'm going to change this from -4 to -2, and I'm going to change the phase from 90 to 45. Alright, and one last thing that I want to happen right here is right before Gohan does the Kamehameha wave, I want there to be a brief pause, and I want there to be a shadow over the environment. I want the environment to be black, similar to the effect that I did for Goku Black. So in order to do this, I'm gonna go to state def 400. Right here above the helper, I'm gonna go to the right and put pause. Just right here. I'm gonna get rid of all of that stuff in the gray. And I am gonna make trigger 1 equal time equals, I'm gonna put brackets, and I'm gonna put 0,5, so that this pause is applied to times 0 through 5, and I'm gonna change time equals 2, just like that. And in order to change the background palette like I want, click on that palette, and I want it to be shadowy, so I'm gonna go to, let's see, this gray burn effect, and I'm gonna send that to editor, and I'm gonna get rid of this line of code on the bottom. I'm gonna make color equal 256. I'm gonna change the time to equal 10. And I'm going to make trigger 1 equal time equals 0. And I'm also going to I'm going to change the palette effects right here for type to BG palette effects, as in background palette effects. Also, I want to change the palette effect for Goku when he's actually doing the Kamehameha wave. So in order to do this, I am going to go to the Kamehameha wave state, where I already made a palette effect. So I'm going to just copy and paste that into the state def 400 right here. And I'm going to make the time equal, I'm going to make the trigger one equal animation elements equals 3. Like that, and I'm going to change the time from 12 to 10. Now I'm going to save it, and let's see how this looks.
Round 1, fight.
Alright, so that was really unexpected. Alright, so I forgot to change the position of the hit collisions, so I'm going to go to state def 401. I'm going to go to the effects right here, and I'm going to change the position type from player 1 to player 2, and I'm going to change it from player 1 to player 2 for the guard explode 2. And now for the position, I'm not sure what to put for the position. I'm gonna just put the same position that I put for this. I'm gonna put -10, -20 just to see how it looks. So let's paste that right there. And I am also gonna change the pause in state def 400 from 0 to 5, from 5 to 10. 5 to 10, and now let's see what happens.
Round 1.
Alright, so that is a Kamehameha wave, but there are a couple things that I wanted to change for the background palette effects. I'm going to change inverts all from 1 to 0. And I am also going to change the position of the guard explosion. So I'm going to go to state def 401. I'm going to go into the hit def and I'm going to type guard. Totally spelled that wrong. Guard, period, spark, number equals -1. And I'm going to make the position right here, this move guarded for right here, -10 and -20. Like that. Also for the velset, I'm going to make a -1 instead of 1. Now let's see what happens.
Round 1, fight.
It looks a lot better. Hopefully this video helped you. If it did, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. In my next video, I will be doing a tutorial on charging attacks, more specifically a charging helper such as a projectile or a Kamehameha wave. With all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, and as always, have an amazing day. Peace.